Alright, ladies and gents, as ever, my name is Shane. That's Shane's Games, and tonight we're going to be playing some more Riven for the PC. This won't be our first time playing it, so if you want to see how we got to where we are tonight, or check out some of the other games I've played in the past to be the obscure, unusual, or nostalgic, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. And other Rin, number 1, good morning. Number 2, surprising on says, holy shit, 4 years. And number 3, wait, 4 years? Holy shit. 4 years, Rin, thank you so much for a 48-month resub. How has it been 4 years? I literally do not believe that. That's unbelievable. That's ridiculous. Rin, thank you so much for all the support, both with the subs and for being a kick-ass mod. I appreciate that. 4 years, Jesus. That is amazing. I appreciate the heck out of that. Time is an arrow and also things. I thought it was wibbly wobbly timey wimey, but I could be wrong there. So for anybody that needs a recap from yesterday, we're picking up right where we left off at the end of Mist. We have been sent in to the age, which is kind of like a little pocket dimension, the age of Riven. Our missions are threefold. Number 1, find Atrus's wife, Catherine, and rescue her. Number 2, find Atrus's stepfather, Gen, and trap him in a prison book, which is going to be tough because we've had that stolen from us. And objective number 3, find some way to signal Atrus to get us out of here so we don't get trapped in Riven forever, because that would be unfortunate. Just a Passenger, welcome in and thank you for the raid. How are you doing today, Just a Passenger? How was your stream? What were you playing? Tell me everything. And Nanotechnician, that's almost the length of some game development. I mean, longer for some. Goodness gracious. And welcome in, Nano. How are you doing today? Hope you are doing good. 10 years less than the gap between the last 2 Tex Murphy games. 14 years! Oh my goodness. They say time is the fire in which we burn. Abstractism, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you are doing good. Another puzzle game with a Catherine in it. Goddammit, LTG. You're not wrong, though. You're not wrong. Playing some Deep Rock Delake. How did that go? Get some good games going in there, Just a Passenger? I hope so. I hope so. Why is resume grayed out? Start save game? Sure. For a second, I'm like, if it loses my save, I'm gonna lose it. But no, we're good. We're good. Was about to flip the hell out there, but no, we're alright. No worries. It's all good. Don't worry, chat. You can stop panicking. You can stop panicking now, chat. It's okay. Always good except the last mission. Ooh, always rough when it just goes a little bit wrong right at the end there. Rain waiting for your coffee to cool from scalding. That'll be a nice reward once it cools down, I think. Shitting and panicking is my natural state. Sorry, the sound mix is a bit bonkers in this game sometimes. Yeah, so once you solve the puzzles, you can just solve them from memory. No, that is a normal thing. I've done that before. There's been some games that I've had to be like, I can't play this game because I beat it a while ago and I still remember all the puzzles. So no, you're not alone in that. You're not alone. This is the sequel to Mist, Riven. What is that noise it's making? Alright, so this is... We know it has a symbol. So that's the number 3. But I don't know what this is, and I don't know why it makes that noise, which is really weird. LTG, should I be contemplating my orb? Is that what I need to do? I don't know what the orb does. I may need to contemplate it. We still don't know what this is. I don't know why there's a switch right there. It looks like a tram switch. But I don't know why there'd be a tram switch in the middle of nowhere. What was up here? Alright, so I know where we're going today. I will confess I took a quick peek at UHS in between streams because I wasn't quite sure what to start on today, and I got a little bit of a hint. I think I know where we're starting today, at least. Warden, you've always got a panic ready to go. Same here. At a moment's notice. And Abstractism UHS, which is the Universal Hint System, which is, for old adventure games, it's a really cool, like, it's not really like a walkthrough. What it does is you can go to any part in the game and it'll give you, like, a hint, and you click a button and it'll give you another hint. And it's a lot better than just getting the answers to puzzles in these games, so I really appreciate that. I think it's really cool. Rin, anyone want to come over and sort out your digital comic library? Rin, I love doing stuff like that. I legitimately enjoy sorting stuff. Sign me up. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Warden, I might start the Blackwall series. Oh, dude, Warden, if you start playing it, I would love to hear how you like it. I think the first game was a little rough, but overall, I think it's just an amazing series. Really, really cool, and I would love to hear once you think of it. Once you get in there. Yeah, UHS is so cool. Unfortunately, they stopped updating it years ago, so you don't have any, like, super new games. But, yeah, I really like it. Alright, so I'm told this was a thing I need to do. If this is actually true, I'm going to be a little frustrated. Aha! So the passageway I needed to go down was behind the doors. So the only way to advance from here is I have to shut the doors. Which, I'm going to go ahead and say that one's unintuitive. This is the first puzzle I've seen in the game that's a little bit clumsy. I'm not a huge fan of that one. Yeah, biggest facepalm? Why? Why? That's just mean. That is just mean. What the hell? Yeah, Abstractism. There was some old hint books too that had like a red light blocker you had to put over to actually see the hints too, which is really cool. Or ones where the hints were written in invisible ink and you had to use a special highlighter to make them visible, which is really cool. One door closes, another door opens, pretty much literally. Pretty much literally. Alright, let's see what's down here. So this is that bridge I was trying to find. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, we got a big glass building right there. There's something else down there, but, you know, one thing at a time. No! Why big glass building locked? Damn it. I was all excited for a second there. Cable going up there. Why big glass building locked? Alright, we'll have to come back to that then. Got a cave down here. Oh! And this is that bridge we saw earlier. There we go. So now we've got an alternate way in and out of the Golden Dome, which is exciting. I am very happy about that. Glass building, time to throw stones? I thought I wasn't supposed to do that. I could be wrong, though. Alright, so we've been in here before, but we haven't been on this side of the scaffolding. Let's see where this leads to. And now we can get all the way around. That is a huge, well, not a shortcut, it's the long way, but it's an alternate path at least. That's pretty cool. How about over here? You can't quite get over there. I don't see a way to bridge that gap either, which is weird. There's a button right here, though. Oh! That seems like an awfully clumsy system, but alright. Alright, sure. And this is the door we couldn't open from the Scarab room. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Now we are making things happen. Holy crap. Alright. Well, that was a lot of unlocked stuff. Holy crap. So what do we need to do next is the question. Because that unlocked a lot of stuff. But I'm not sure that got us the progress we needed necessarily. Let's see. Big dome. What is that? Why is that dome spinning? What the heck is that? I don't think I've been there before either. Not sure how to go there. That's weird. Your domes don't usually spin. Are they supposed to? Should I be calling customer service? Yeah, switching CDs all the time was kind of miserable. I'm not a fan of that. We had to do a little of that when we played Tex Murphy Overseer, which was not fun at all. Is that a ridiculously large butter churn? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Legitimately have no idea. Alright, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. We got some time to spend here. So let's see, we had some switches here. Alright, so that drawbridge looks like it's been extended, so we got that one done. So that's cool. And then that's back in there. Over here then. That drawbridge has been extended too, or has it? Or no, because it was that one? Not sure there. Either way, we made some progress. I just want to figure out how to get to that big weird spinning dome, because what the heck was that? You know? Alright, what do we do from here is the next question. So we got... Yeah, I saw something over there too. What was that? I think that's maybe where the tram enters the mountain. I'm not 100% sure. Planetary ion cannon. Nice, nice. A dome is just an orb that has been pondered from space. I love that. Let's keep that. Greetings, Gamer Tragic. How are you doing today? Hope you are doing well. Glad to have you with us. Well, how do I get in the big stupid glass building? And what is that silver cable? Oh, here we go. Did that do it? No, that didn't do it. I mean, that appears to get something running. That just goes up from there. Does it only have 2 states? Seems like I might only have 2 states. Is that something I need to give power to? I noticed there was a pipe going to it. I think this pipe goes to it. Can't look down from here, unfortunately. That's the input pipe, though, so I don't think that would do anything. Somewhere in the distance, someone is having the shower continuously interrupted. Enjoy your cold water, sir or madame. I have no idea what that does, but it seems like the only thing that connects to that silver wire. Definitely only has the 2 states, though. I'm certain of that. Oh! There was another door. Well, I have no idea what's going on in there. Strange decided to watch Hypnotoad. I was having a good time contemplating my orb there. Oh! Pipe coming in there. Oh, wait, hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. What if? What if? Is that the orb switch? Is that switch for orb? No! I was wondering, maybe. That looks like a button too, but I can't interact with it. Will. Interesting. Is this the cloud or my save games here? All of them. Alright, so... let's open the doors again. See Shane. See Shane ponder. See Shane ponder orb. Ponder orb, Shane ponder orb. I'm doing it. There's pondering going on here. Don't forget to drink your Ovaltine. Alright, I got an idea. It's kind of a brute force idea. But it'll get the job done, I'll promise you that much. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over here. And what we're going to do... we're going to turn off the power. Now, like I said, that's kind of kludgy because that turns off all the power everywhere. But that'll tell us whether cutting off the power will stop the orb. If this doesn't stop the orb, then we're going to have to consider the fact that perhaps the orb cannot be stopped. Which I am willing to accept that as a possibility. If you find 6 more, can you summon a dragon? I sure hope so. I've got some wishes. No, the orb cannot be stopped. It's too powerful. Well, I've got absolutely no idea what to do in there then. Everywhere. Nice warm 42 degrees over where I'm at. I won't freeze when I go for breakfast, that's a good thing at least. Alright, so let's get the power back on, because there is a bunch of things that use that, and I would be very angry with myself if we got to a point where I needed some of that and I just forgot I turned off the power. One does not simply stop the orb. Yeah, it's unfortunately can't do that right there. Oh, seriously, Kiss? That's happened before. That's pretty hilarious, though. Alright, so. We've got a couple new puzzles here for today. We've got orb. We can ponder that some more. We've got the big glass building with a door that won't open. You got that silver switch, which sounds like it does something, but I'm not sure what. I thought of something for this, too. Because it occurred to me there's one thing I haven't tried for this. I was thinking about this yesterday. I want to try this now. So here's the thing I was thinking. Check this out. So I can open this up, but check this out. It seems like it snaps shut from pressure. So the one thing I haven't tried is putting a pellet in there, which we've got, and sending it down open. I was hoping I'd hear if something happened, I'm not sure. Dang it, nothing happened. Alright, let's try leaving it down there for a while. Maybe that'll help. We got time. Hey Shane, do you read Dresden Files? Yes. I have read all of the Dresden Files main series so far. I think it's fantastic. I'm a big fan. And I hope you enjoy Abstractism. We got a channel for books and comics in Discord as well, if you want to chat about it there. Feel free. Alright, so. I feel like I should be doing something with Orb. But I do not see anything to do with Orb. This feels like a switch, which is just... I can't interact with it. I feel like that pipe coming out the back might be meaningful, but I'm not sure. Alright, so now we get over here. Nice view. And that leads into the dome again. Well, there was something else I wanted to check out while we're here. Have you tried speedrunning the orb? I'm so bad at speedrunning, though. I speedran some Pringles. That's gotta count for something. Let's see. Finished Cold Days last night. Alright, making good progress there. Nice. Alright, so... there's this little path. Wanted to make sure there wasn't anything else around here. Because I felt like there was supposed to be something else here, but I couldn't find anything before. I want to make real sure. No, I don't think so. I'm hearing those weird chittering noises, though. That's very strange. No, it doesn't look like there's anything else there. Alright. Let's see. Is it press a switch, change a lever, go everywhere and see if it changes everything time? I hate that time, though. That's the worst time. We got to the dome. I was so excited about this. I was so hyped about this, and then I couldn't really figure out anything interesting to do with it. Like, what are we doing here? We got 3 doors here. That's 2 more than we had before. Why can I not capitalize on that? Is the thing. I don't know. Alright, here's the thing. That is a different orb. That is not the same orb. Why are there 2 spinning orbs? What is with this island? How do you even get down to that? That's what I want to know. Hey, Lost! Welcome in! Look, Rachel's still getting workout. My brain's done for the day, but looking forward to seeing you tackle this. It's definitely still a big challenge, Lost, but welcome in. Feel free to kick back and relax. We gotcha. Alright. So... I don't think there was anything else interesting over there. And this is back where we started the game again. We still haven't figured out a way to get this open. I'm still not even sure what that is, but we can't get it open yet. Which is unfortunate. Was I able to go this far back before? Oh! That didn't... Oh, geez. That is... Wow. That is a big old cliff there. Alright, I didn't notice there was a big old cliff there before. I don't know if that's significant. But there is, in fact, a big old cliff there. Don't look down! Too late! Too late! And of course that lever is still busted. So I got that dagger in there. I don't know if we're going to be able to fix that. I don't know if we need to fix it either, but it's a thing. Alright. And there's that weird viewing chair thing. I don't think we need to be over here. Oops. No, I didn't mean to close it. I don't think there's anything for us over here. The worst time, I could go for something sausage that actually does sound pretty tasty. One's for rolling and one's for showing, goddammit. Alright. Alright. There's nothing else down here. This is just the alternate entrance. think there's anything that we're gonna be. I don't think we're gonna need to go through there again. I don't suspect. I think we're good with that. So what else is there is the question. Let's see, did we already push this button? Oh, shoot, yeah we did. Alright, so I don't need to push that again. Jump, you can fly, I cannot! Oh, dang it, didn't mean to push that. Oh, I didn't remember what it did. There we go. Looking for something here. I don't want to just be stuck here all day contemplating my orb. Doesn't seem like a terribly efficient use of my time. What else can we do here? Super long bridge over here. I'm betting I'm missing something small at this point. I would not be surprised. I'm just not sure what that is. Nano, you got a hint? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? There must be some reason we've got all these routes going into the dome. I'm thinking there's gotta be. And that can't just be a coincidence. Remember the panel? Wait, which panel? Which is to say, probably not. Which panel are we talking about? If you got a hint, you can hit ! hint in chat to see if I want a hint. But usually I'm pretty generous with that. What? Oh, geez, what panel? Was there a panel? Should I remember a panel? That would be a good way to troll people playing Myst, by the way. Still don't know what's up with this, though I did take a photo of this. Should I need it. It's one you keep walking past! Oh no, where? Where is there a panel that I keep walking past? Oh no, I'm nervous. No, I'm nervous. What is it? We got that thing, but that just extended the bridge there. Wait, that was it? What was it? The thing I was looking at? The Tetris thing? I don't think that's actually interactable is the thing. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is, but I can't actually click on that or anything. Let's see. I like watching Shane freak out over the existence of a panel. If there's a panel somewhere, I want to know about it. Christmas Story wasn't a flop, but it had only moderate success compared to its popularity now. Only relative flop. That's fair. Hey, a Broken Crow. Didn't know I played point-and-click adventures. I do it so rarely, it's easy to miss. How are you doing today, Broken Crow? Hope everything is going well with you. The panel with the thing at the place with the doodad and the thingamabob and stuff. Oh, that one. Well, if you're gonna be specific like that, sure. Sure, I know exactly what you're talking about. Why would they give me so many ways into the Golden Dome? That's what I'm wondering about. What is the point of having so many ways to get in there? I'm very confused about that. Because I unlocked all those paths as shortcuts, and it's nice having like a little junction there, but I'm not sure. Well, I mean, Nano, that's what hint is for. You got something you're thinking, feel free to ! hint it. I mean, you always play first-person shooters like the Blackwell series. Yeah, basically, you got it there, Broken Crow. There are technically first-person, like, adventure game / dungeon crawler things, so they've kind of fallen out of favor these days. We were just talking about Legend of Grimrock yesterday, that's one of them right there. This is technically a first-person, this is true. This is true. You don't see too many of this style, although, if anybody's ever heard of the game The Room, I played those on my phones before. And I highly recommend them. Those games are incredible. Absolutely incredible. You played the Room games? Oh, I love them so much. I definitely recommend playing them on... They've got them on Steam, but I recommend playing them on mobile if you can. Excuse me. Because the interface just seems more intuitive on a touchscreen. Whoa! I think we found something. Orb. Whoa! Whoa! It's a zone rope? The symbol on the outside is a creepy eye zone rope? What the hell? What is happening? Hello? There's a book. Well, shoot. Alright, well. There's a book in there and there's a bunch of sliders, but I have no idea what to do with this. Which means we probably need more information before we can go at that puzzle, unfortunately. Got all excited because we found another orb, but I don't think we're ready for that one yet. Anything more to do here? I can see it right there. Interesting. It's right there, damn it. Interesting, interesting. Well, I don't know if I have enough information to solve this then. Just out of curiosity. If I put one of these at every big marker. Shoot, no, I don't think I have what I need to solve this way. But we did find something new. That is progress. I suppose the question now is the other orb connected to that in any way? Good question. Please insert credit card, dang it. What What kind of book, I wonder? I wonder if that's my prison book that we lost at the start of the game. I'm curious there. You Christensen, I'm playing the first room on my phone. I always forget the physical world and interact with more than one thing. Yeah, I've been there too. I've done that as well. Action Comics #1. I'll be rich. I wonder how they do those on PC. I imagine they just have one finger touch with the mouse for interaction, which doesn't sound nearly as fun. Cats in Time. I haven't heard of that one. That does sound adorable, though. Alright, so we know how to get to the other orb. I suppose we have to go back to the first one we found and see if that's still going. Maybe we figured out a way to stop the orb? Possibly. Hopefully. You know, I just had a thought, though. Hang on. Before we do that, I'm actually kind of curious about something. Not there. Where was it? Oh, I was wondering if I could climb that when it was all the way up. No, not quite. Hey, Sparrowgrass, welcome in. This game is cool. Great to see. I never got very far, though. It is hard. It is crazy hard. But I'm taking a crack at it. Welcome in, Sparrow. Hope you were doing well. Alright, so we still haven't figured out what the silver one does. That one is still going. So no, we have failed to stop the orb. You got a hint? What are you thinking there? I was thinking maybe I had to click on the golden eye, because that's how I stopped the first sphere from spinning. Is I used that eyepiece and I clicked right as soon as it got the golden eye linked on, and that's how it stopped. But I imagine it would probably just take my hand off trying to tap it on the spinning dome here, so that doesn't make a ton of sense. Let's see, the button in the orb room. Yeah, the one I was thinking was a button, but doesn't seem to be pressable. Wait a second. Are you thinking maybe it's a lens? Is that what you're thinking? Because I might be thinking that too. Where the heck would it go? If that's a lens, I have no idea where the other side would be. I got no idea where that could go. No, I'm completely drawing a blank there. So yeah, that could be another, like, telescope mechanism as a way to stop the orb. Oh, hey! Did we catch something? He's beautiful and precious and I love him. Put another pellet on there, we're sending it back down. Tiny little frog! He was so cute! I need to check something out though, before we go any further. I need to explore a crazy hunch. Hang on. Hang on. This is gonna take a second, so I apologize if this doesn't pan out. What I just had a thinky thought, and I need to look into this. That was a cute frog. I mean, all frogs are adorable. This is just true. Feel like these games were built for crazy hunches? Yeah, basically. We saw the frog, is that not the goal? I think that was part of it. Because we didn't get anything from just seeing a frog. There was something about that that seemed familiar to me. So I need to look into something. I do really love this minecart ride. It's cool as hell. It's a bit long for a transition, but... Imagine playing this in VR. Dude, that'd be so cool. Sign me up. There is a Mist VR, but I don't think they did it for the other games. Oh yeah, back when this originally came out, this blew some minds. I can confirm this because I was one of the people who had their mind blown. Alright. Get out of here. Now you go over this way. Does that sound familiar to you, chat? That's the noise the frog made, isn't it? So before we didn't know what the significance of this number is, but is it possible the noise ties into it as well? Is it significant that it's not just a number, but it also makes an animal noise? Well, I'm just going to note that number 3 is a red frog. See if that comes to pass later. So that was a bit of an insane tangent there, but still, I think that was worth our while. I'm okay if we never solve another puzzle. Frog is enough. I need a t-shirt that just says frog is enough. I still have no idea what that button's for. Like, I don't even have a guess. Why is there a blue button right there? That's so weird. I think there was another one of those down here. There's those critters. They didn't run away this time. If I wait until they're not looking, can I creep up on them a little bit? Hey, dudes. All right. I think there was another one of those noisemaker things around here. Frog is enough and yeah, baby. Oh, those both sound amazing. And I think they just took off. I thought there was another one of those orb things around here, too. Let's see if I was remembering right. Was there? Yes. Alright, so that's definitely not them. What number is this? Alright, so that's 5. I'm gonna put Orca, question mark? Game Goobo, you got another idea in the chamber? I'm slowly working my way back there, so hang on to that for just now. We'll probably be back there before too long. Interesting. Very interesting. So the numbers might connect to animals somehow. We don't know why. We don't know what the point of that is. Rago sound was 3. The weird distortion noises it makes down there is pretty cool too. I think the answer is just frogs in minecart ride, just do them over and over. I would actually do that. That sounds pretty fun. The metaphorical chamber of my brain. Hey, machine! Welcome in, machine. How are you doing today? How was your stream? Tell me everything. Meep, meep. Alright, Gamaguma, what was your idea? I would love to hear, in case I'm missing something here. Yeah, the evil priest in Symphony of the Night's name was Shaft. That was a ridiculous name right there. Love these old CGI puzzle adventures. I was obsessed with Myst as a kid. Absolutely obsessed. So good. Hey, Ferocia! Welcome in, Ferocia. Welcome in, Ferocia's viewers. How's everybody doing today? What were you playing? How did it go? Tell me everything. And for anybody that doesn't know me, my name is Shane. That's Shane's Games. I play the obscure, the unusual, and the nostalgic. And today I'm playing Riven, sequel to the old point-and-click classic Myst. And it's real hard. It's real super hard. I'm struggling. But we've got minecarts. I found a cute frog. That's enough for right now. I'm happy with that. Math Debater, yes! Riven, used to love these games back in the day. Absolutely love them. Dynablivion, welcome in. Hope you are doing good. Ferocia, hi friend. How are you doing, Ferocia? Tell me all about your stream. How did everything go? I hope you had a good time. Let's see. Dynablivion, thank you for the follow. Math, you watched your friend play this recently. How did you like it? There's some parts of the game that are a little bit dated, but I think it's a really cool game. I do. Ferris Buells, welcome in. Hope you are doing good. Dynablivion, I beat this with my grandma when I was a kid. I was so young when I played this the first time. I don't know how I got through it, but I did somehow. I don't remember any of it, though, but I did. Machine played Warzone with this hot redhead that likes Cheez-Its. We had some good games. Excellent, excellent. Anytime you can play Warzone and also, at the same time, have fun. I think you're having a good night right there. So congratulations. Pretty sweaty, but you got some wins. Congratulations, Ferocious. That is awesome. And thank you so much for bringing your community over here. That is awesome of you. Matthew Grandma's a fan of puzzle games like this. I think it was my neighbor's mom. Because I used to go over to his house, because I was the PC guy, he was the Mac guy, and he's originally came out on Macs. So I'd go over to his house, and he's like, I got this really weird game, you're not going to believe it. And Myst was super weird back then, that's why I loved it so much, I think. Barry wins on wins on wins on wins. That's a good night right there. Very good night. Let's see. Machine BRB, my bladder is screaming at me. Run, Machine, run! So when we left off, I was just contemplating my orb. Let's get back to that. Just contemplating my orb is all. Yeah, drop the hint again, Gamer Gooba. I don't have a good way to tab out of this game. I don't see anything in there. Yeah, unfortunately this game does capture the mouse, and I can get out if I need to, but it's not great. Yeah, I think, like, it's kind of, like, weird and unusual for people of my generation to have parents or grandparents that were fans of games, but I imagine the next generation, the next couple of generations is going to get increasingly more common. That's going to be an interesting experience there, I think. Let's see, on the stairs from this room, I think I spied a side path. Ooh. Are the stairs going down to the orb, Game Gumo? Is that what you mean? I can take a look for that, if that's what you mean. No, I don't see one. I think what I saw was that bluish path. Oh, so it wasn't anything? Oh, sorry. Never thought of that. How weird is that going to be, Ferocious? Just, like, the idea that, like, our parents are just like, video games, what are those? That's so weird. Back in my day, I played with basketballs outside. But now we're coming to a point where we've got an entire generation that's going to be raised by gamer nerds. So I don't know what our kids are going to be playing, but we're going to be talking about back in my day. Back in my day, I was playing Warzone. Back in my day, we had something called Fortnite. 99 people in the same server at the same time. It's, you know, it's something I think about a lot, is the idea that all the things that we have right now that are cool and meta and cutting edge and part of a shared experience with all of us is going to be so weird and old to kids. And I can't get over that. Fado, you're gonna have a kid in VR? Kinky, go for it. Good luck. Let's see. Is it a oh god, is it a close the door thing again? Are they gonna make me do that? I don't know if there's another door. I know there's that. That's the wrong area. Is there another door I need to close? No, I don't think there's another door. I think that's a handrail right there. Son of a bitch! Fool me once! Shame on you, game. Fool me twice! I'm just embarrassed. Now I'm just embarrassed. There we go. Orb successfully pondered. Obviously, they'll be playing FIFA 21-21. That's the weird thing, too, is some of these series are probably going to be continuing for a decade, 2 decades. Like, how long has Mario been a thing? I know I've got a little niece. I think she's about 8 at this point, and it's just weird that she's growing up with some of the same things I grew up with. I grew up with Pokemon and Mario. She's growing up with Pokemon and Mario. That's weird. Like, the opposite is weird too, but that's weird as well. Strange to think about. Pogs are still cool. Oh god. Dino Oblivion, you're taking off. All right, thanks for stopping by, Dino. You have a good rest. We'll see you around. Let's see. There was an old mid-90s CGI game like this. I can't remember the name of. I recall not being able to run it on an old HP. I think it was something to do with time travel. There's one like that on GOG, the Journeyman Project. I haven't actually played that one, but I've got that wish listed on GOG. That might be the one you're thinking of, called the Journeyman Project. Look into that machine. See if that's the one you're thinking of. I'm curious. Oh my god. You had to shut the door. Son of a bitch. There are 3 different Journeyman Project games. This is true. Could be any of them. Could be all of them. Alright, so... Ooh. Wait, there's a book in there? Wait, what the hell? This looks like the same puzzle. This looks like the same puzzle. What? I don't understand. It's so weird. Now it looks blurrier and more distant here, which is definitely really weird. But yeah, it's the same sort of lock or device there. Shoot, I was hoping we'd get something from that, but no, we're basically still stumped there. I don't even know how to begin opening this. Just brute force it? How many different combinations could there possibly be? Oh god! I would never succeed at that. I don't know. We got this open. That's cool progress, but I don't know what to do with it now. Weird. I'm gonna make a save, though, since we accomplished a good chunk of stuff today. Save game. Gonna make save number 5. We're gonna call it Orb Contemplated. There we go. All right. So we're smashing into a lot of dead ends today, which is weird. We found 2 orbs. We got both of them to stop, but they both seem to have the same puzzle on the inside. We don't know what to do with that. We found that cool glass building, but I don't know how to get in there either. You got this switch right there that seems to run into the building, but that doesn't seem to do anything for us. How the heck are we supposed to get in here? Is there some alternate path I should be seeing? That's just to show me that the wire appears to be running into the building, I think. The only thing that I can think of is this noise. Is the noise the game has used in the past for trying to throw a switch that's unpowered. I'm trying to think if maybe we need to reroute power to get to this building. I don't think so, because this is running. That is running right there. I'll see what the switch down below is set to right now. Maybe we do need to reroute some power over here. Yeah, there's a lot in Myst that kind of fits that definition, Rooks. It seems cool, but also does not seem either practical or safe. I'm with you there. That is definitely a thing. They need OSHA. The Dunny need OSHA. Alright, so that's actually where I would be routing it, but that just goes to the main power. That doesn't really help me any. Shoot. Let's see, so that branch goes to the Rock Crusher, which as far as I know, we don't ever need to use again. And the other one was something else. We had all this worked out yesterday. We had all of this worked out yesterday. I don't remember what any of these do now. That's the power station, I think. That's the rock crusher. Oh, that was for the frog trap. That goes up towards the frog trap. Yeah, the sound design in this game machine is so good. Everything sounds so good. I love it. I love it. I'm just gonna make sure I left the power on. I did say I would be super mad if I forgot to turn the power back on. Power's on. Power is on. I don't think we need to mess around with that again. I don't think that's going to be a thing. The power's still going. In modern games, at least, it's true. Subtle audio cues can really just completely immerse you in a game in a way that you might not be able to with other things. Like, all the graphics in the world aren't going to get you immersed in a game if you immediately hear a sound. It's just like, that's not what that sounds like. It brings you out so quickly. While Shane may not be a fan, the audio puzzles of these games I loved. Oh my god. See, I mentioned before, I keep mentioning the Lincoln in Discord, but I know where my hatred of audio puzzles comes from. And I will still try to link it in Discord, but I can summarize it right now. There was a game called The Time Warp of Dr. Brain that I used to play around this era back in the day. And there was a puzzle in there, I think it was called Caveman Rock. And what it was they had a band made up of cavemen who were all playing different instruments. And you could press a button and they'd all play a song. And then what you had to do is you had to use sound clips and assemble them on a timeline to recreate the song they played. And it required you to have such good hearing and such good musical sense. And I didn't have any of those, and it was such a struggle. And just slammed into the wall there. It was so difficult. Let's see. Machine, there's an area in Elden Ring that has a huge waterfall nearby, and you can hear it rumbling in the background while you're making your way up the cliff. I love that. I love when sound is used to foreshadow something. I think that's really cool. I like that a lot. What on earth does this do? Doesn't do anything to the door. Interesting. Still think we're missing something out here. Not sure what. I'm disappointed in every game that has a notable waterfall and there isn't a cave of some kind behind it. I know! I feel the same way. It should be a law. Let's see, was that a Sierra game? I think so. There was a couple of Dr. Brain games out there and I played most of them. But, Time Warp Dr. Brain was actually a pretty cool game, just very challenging in some parts. Machine, I played a horror game recently where you had to replicate notes from a record, and the person who designed it is... Oh, God. Audio puzzles, man. Audio puzzles. They should be used sparingly, but they're not. Oh, but they're not. I was wondering, I'm like, can I stand on this thing and then push the button? No. I'm like, can I use that as a secret elevator? I don't think so, unfortunately. That would have been really rad, though. Okay. Well... Is there some way I can be inside of the room and pushing the button? I don't think I can, though. That would be really nice. Play the exact notes over and over and then go look up the walkthrough for the real solution. Did the real solution not sound like the thing you were doing? I'm willing to bet. Allie Lordswood, welcome in. How are you doing today? Oh God, I don't even know how to write down notes, Allie Lordswood. I have no idea what I do there. Nanotechnician, you've got a hint? What do you got, Nano? I'm curious. I'm starting to hit the wall here. And thank you for using the hint command as well. I appreciate that. Real solution was super off. Oh, it's so frustrating. Did you see if the walkway lift had a button? Which one was that? The thing here? I think I'm standing on it right now. Oh no, it's still right in front of me, so I don't think I can stand directly on that, unfortunately. So no, nothing there. We can get down to the other orb now that I figured out how to do that. There's that. But I'm not sure what the point of any of this is. Check the lift walk for the walk button. Alright, I'm seeing if there's any other things I can manipulate here. Let's see. I think we did that before, but now I'm curious. Now I'm a little bit curious. Hang on. Hang on. We gotta try something else now. Let's go back over to here. Just after I said I don't think we're gonna have to spin this anymore. Meat check! Always check your meat. It's very important. Turns are confused as the assignment needs to sign. I hope it's tasty. Ooh, spicy chicken sandwich. Enjoy that machine. Yeah, what happens if we get to the other side of that bridge now? We tried climbing one of those and it didn't work, but I don't think we tried climbing that one before. Alright, so that's not where we need that to be. So let's go push the button again. I suppose this is like the one thing we haven't tried at the moment, so we gotta try this now. Hey, Crazed! It's tricky. It's very tricky. This game's challenging. How are you doing today, though, Crazed? Hope you're having a good day. Alright. There's a Xanth game? I didn't know they made a Xanth game. This one I can climb. Hello. We found something. What? I don't see what's going on there. Interesting. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry to hear that, Doc Belvin. What is this insanity? I can put marbles on the board. That's the thing. It's a huge board, though. Jesus Christ. They're making me think of that Tetris thing we saw earlier. Hang on, I'm going to pull up that picture. So we did see this weird Tetris thing earlier. Could that be related somehow? But there's so few squares on this. And there's so very many squares on this. How can I possibly connect the two is the question. Like, what? What do I make of this? I don't honestly know. Akil, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hint put in a Rin way. Rin, what do you got? I'm curious, because this is... You may remember that for months leading up to playing this game, I said, I remember there's a puzzle involving fire marbles that was really brutally difficult. Oh! That was the trick, Rin. I wasn't looking with my special eyes. Right here, we've got an L piece. And we got an L piece on the picture right there. We've got a 1 square. We've got a 4 square. We've got a 5 square. And we've got this big honking thing. All right. So the shapes on the board do correspond to the Lego shapes, or not the Lego shapes, the Tetris shapes that we were seeing on the sign inside. That is very interesting. I wasn't sure if Shane was being sarcastic if I saw it and relieved it was. I definitely did not see those shapes on the board. That's subtle. That is actually pretty subtle. All right, so we know that all the shapes we saw on the sign correspond to shapes here. Can we walk through here? We can't walk through there. That's a dead end. So what do the colors mean is the next question. What do the colors connect here is what we need to figure out. Tetrads? Yeah, tetrads is a more correct term, perhaps. Alright, so we need to get back in the dome proper. We need to get back in the dome proper so we can see if there's any other clues in there, I think. Let's do that. See if we can get back in the dome and see if there was anything we missed in there. Enchantments! Enchantments! Connect 625, there's so many. There's just so many there. Alright. Alright. So that's not gonna work. I'm accidentally clicking that door, but I do love that animation. It's really well done. Run up here and push the button again. Yeah, some of them are more than 4. 2 of them are more than 4, as a matter of fact. So I guess the main question we need to address here is, do I have enough information to solve this puzzle? Because we know what those shapes are, but we haven't seen those colors as far as I know. I'm not sure if we have what we need to solve this yet. Alright, that's not what we need. Is it? Is there a button on this side? Oh, there is a button on this side. Cool. Alright, that'll probably be able to do, I think. Maybe? Need to get back in the dome now. Oh. Can we go to the Dragon Age of this? I mean, it is an age. We do visit a lot of ages in here. No, not there. Ah, Nano, thank you for that. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue are the 5 colors. And we have 5 colors, we've got 5 shapes. How on earth do we connect the two, is the question. Also, how do I get back in the dome now? I know there's 2 entrances to the dome from here. Oh, blue and purple as well. It's 6. Wait, 6? 6 colors? 6 colors but only 5 shapes. That's interesting. What does that mean then? What is the significance of there being 1 more color than there are shapes? I wonder. Very weird. Very strange. But these books are made with blood magic? I hope not. I mean, I think eventually Atris figured out how to make more books. And I'm pretty sure Atris wouldn't do blood magic, though I wouldn't swear by it. I believe that Atris wouldn't do blood magic. I choose to believe this. So that just leads back here. How in the heck do I get back in the dome then? I'm very confused. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to get back in the dome from here, of course. I'm super confused then. Like, we came from there, so obviously there should be a way to get back over there. And I know there's 2 entrances inside of the Scarab Temple thing. I just need to figure out how to get it dialed to the other entrance, is the thing. Opinions of Xanth was a 1993 Legend Entertainment game. I don't think I ever beat it with the first puzzle. It was more than a little annoying. There was a lot of adventure games back in the day that had some very frustrating components to them. Alright. Alright, so how are we doing this then? I feel like we're just doing the same thing over and over again. We need to get this room dialed to the other entrance to the Golden Dome. And I'm not sure why that isn't happening yet. Unless I'm completely messing something up, which is always possible. It's a dead end there. Sure, what was the puzzle? I would love to hear that. Alright, take care of yourself, Beto. Thanks for stopping by. You have a good rest, and we'll see you around. Some guy in a hat, how are you doing today? Hope you are doing well. I think the Zork games, reintroduction to these types of games. Zork Nemesis. You know, I actually have a physical copy of Zork Nemesis. I don't know if they still sell Zork Nemesis. I don't remember if it's on Steam or not, but we'll probably be playing Zork Nemesis on stream at some point. I enjoyed that one as well. It was pretty good. Almost made a spicy chicken sandwich, the bone-in chicken. Oh no, machine. I'm glad disaster was averted there, machine. That sounds like it could have been bad. That would be a not very fun sandwich, let me tell you. Quite frustrating. All right, let's go up. I'm turning this. It's So when you get really stuck on puzzles in any game, do you ever just find taking a break and coming back later? Oh, absolutely, Craze. That's probably the best strategy I would suggest for beating a puzzle, or like a boss encounter that you're having a lot of trouble with. But unfortunately, when it comes to streaming, that kind of complicates the issue a little bit. So it's not always a great option for me. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Alright, so now we can get back inside here. So, alright, so here's the diagram. So it represents five pipes. And there's 5 pipes leaving here as well. So we know where the pipes go. I'm curious, can we tell where the pipes are going? That might be significant. You were confronted with a door that was ajar. You had to get through the door, and to do that, you had to take the jar. You had to type "take jar" before you could... Oh, what a dumbass puzzle. Turatark, that is infuriating. I'm so sorry. Yeah, machine, that would be... at that point, you'd have sat down, you're all comfy, you're hungry. That would have been so frustrating. Oh, so it's on GOG. Alright, so it is available out there. Good, good, good. Speedrun of Return to Zork. If I remember precisely. You want some rye? Of course you do. In fairness, that's also very Xanth, but how would a rational person solve that? Oh, that's so maddening. That's the kind of puzzle that's turning non-English speakers off on puzzle games? Oh yeah, that would be maddening. A rational person would play a Xanth game. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, no, I cannot see where those pipes are going. Can I tell general direction? Not really. I don't know. I will confess to being a little confounded by this one. I don't know if this is a puzzle I need to solve right this second. We still haven't gotten into the glass building. So I'm going to leave that bridge up because that is still progress. And I don't think there's any other clues in here is the thing. Like, that's good to know, but I don't think there's any other information in this room that we can use to our advantage. As far as I can tell. Like, there's nothing we can interact with on this machine itself. I can't even look into this pool of water underneath it, so I don't think that means anything. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to try using the elevator over here again. See if maybe our contemplation of one orb changed the other one at all. The A2 Monkey Wrench and Monkey Island show is confusing the non... Oh yeah, I heard about that. Oh my god. That sounds like it would have been so frustrating. My apologies. Alright, so nothing changed here, but if you notice, this one does... The image is clearer than the other one. Which is really weird. Now, the thing is, we've actually seen underneath this is the book. So why does the other one show the book as well, is the question. That I don't understand. And it's a blurrier look at the book as well. So all hitting that button seems to do is reset all of the switches. I'm going to move the switches somewhere and then see if we look at the other orb if the switches on there have changed somehow. No, we can't do that. So that's not the thing either. Weird. Just pushing the switch doesn't do anything. putting the switch seemingly anywhere just sends it back, which is weird. I don't know. I don't know. The Zorky game where you can die from leaves. That is the truth. That is the truth. Balls, welcome in. I had a power outage for the last 6 hours, but it's back on, so now I must do all the things. Welcome in, Falls. I'm glad your power is back on. It sounds super frustrating. Yeah, Shenanigan, that's fair too. Pop culture references, especially when you play older games. Some of these pop culture references, just like, how would I know that anymore? It's been a long time. Exactly. We've talked about that on here before, Crazed. It's a bad puzzle when it requires you to leave the game to get information. The answers to puzzles should always be within the game itself. That I believe. Alright, I am actually going to take a little peek at UHS. Because I feel like I am getting nowhere here. So I am curious if I can get a little nudge in the right direction here. Let's see. Oh! Alright, so basically, remember somebody was saying, is it time to press the switch and then go to every single location to see if it does anything? Well, basically, yes. Basically, that's what we're doing. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. So, let's see where we're going. Over here. Not that way, I don't think. We don't need that. Not that way. This way. Here we go. UHF is such a good movie. I love that one. Hey, Rex says. Alright, so there was this silver lever. And it turned something off, but we couldn't figure out what. But we know the silver cable is going over this way. But then it just sort of fucks off over the mountains. However, you remember every time we came in here, we could look at this vent right here, and we couldn't figure out how to turn the vent off, but now it is off. And now we can climb into the vent. Boom! All right. And we're in the glass building. That's some serious upper body strength. How are we not lifting around that axe? If we can get in here just like this, that's insane. It's got the door open. What is behind us? There's another blue switch here, but what's it for? It's so weird. There's another door over here as well. But if I go out there, the door is going to slam behind me. So before we go out any doors in here, let's go ahead and explore inside here as best we can. Let's start where we came in. I did say that. I think UHS would say that. I mean, they didn't, but as soon as I read that, I'm like, it was literally what you need to do. Pull the lever and then run around to every place seeing what happened. Thank you for the GG, Nano. I appreciate that. All right, what do we got here? All right, so what was that number on there? So that's 1. It doesn't sound like that makes an animal noise, though. 87,728. Last week, while monitoring the situation of the villagers from the scope in my survey room, I observed one of the natives swim out to a small object that appeared to be floating, but anchored near the entrance of the bay. I ordered the object removed from the water for inspection. Several days later, however, I was surprised to see another floating there. The missing object had apparently and quite mysteriously been replaced with a new one overnight. I've long been aware of the existence of similar artifacts on the villagers' island, but have paid little notice until now. Tomorrow I shall send surveyors to catalog the others. Interesting. Genuine question, if we had no internet in the modern day, but video games still required real-world information, we get flights to those regions and progress in video games, I would probably buy one of those old encyclopedia sets. Which at this point I imagine must cost just unbelievable amounts of money, and I'd use that. There we go. Hey, I watch games. Welcome in. How are you doing today? How is the weekend going? Hope you're doing good. That's what a full set of encyclopedias and a recent almanac as well. Good thinking. Good thinking. Said Pachi, it's all just pondering orbs today. All we're doing today is pondering orbs. All right, what else have we got here? Nothing apparently. Nuts. Tea set. Yes. Little astrolabe. Can't interact with it at all though. Weird. Inkwell. And a pen. Another tea set looking thing. And a book with a star on it. 82-213. The latest ink formulation has proven a failure. Even when writing in my most promising books, I obtain only the barest glimmer of a connection. It is frustrating to expend so much effort creating a blank book, only to end up destroying it when it doesn't work. There are days when the lab is uncomfortably warm from the flames of these failed attempts. The further I refine each element, the formulation of the inks and papers, the physical dimensions of the books, the more I realize that the list of potential combinations is nearly infinite. It is during moments like these that I despair without access to Dunny. My long-term goals may never be accomplished. Nevertheless, there are avenues of research which remain to be explored. So what we're hearing right here is Gen was trying to figure out how to reverse engineer the linking books. Probably get himself out of Riven where he was trapped. But as, you know, you're getting there, you realize that, you know, there's too many variables to guess them all, so we might never make it. Which is good. We wanted him trapped in here. The tourism and culture aspect, I'd like that part crazed, but that would also be incredibly expensive. Mind-blowingly expensive. Genuinely interested in a first-person game where the main character is a giant snake and nobody mentions it. That'd be a wild game. I'd play one of those. Working for charity shops, I threw out so many volumes of encyclopedias. I don't imagine there's much demand for them these days, especially old ones. Doing well to sleep deprived, trying to work with someone on an opposite sleep schedule to set up a server. Oh, I have been there, I watch. That is not a fun experience, but good luck to both of you. 8258. I am discontinuing regular observations of the stars beneath the fissure. Although I've been able to track the dark cloud-like formations that migrate through the star field, and have proven that their paths are cyclical, without proper instrumentation it is pointless to continue. My general theory concerning the nature of the fissure has remained unaltered since it first appeared. It seems that the fabric of this age has been breached in a way that permits matter to be hospitably exchanged between two discrete but overlapping spaces. Much like a link, but the apparent physical contradictions surrounding this juncture defy logical reason. The great column of wind that was formed when the fissure first appeared suggests a vacuum as one might expect in space. Yet my early experimentation revealed the presence of a breathable atmosphere. That Atris and Catherine threw themselves into the void is further evidence that it might be safe to travel, but without knowing its true nature, I cannot take the link myself. It is also difficult to say what would happen if I were to reopen it after so long, but it is likely that the results would be catastrophic given the changes that have occurred in this age since that time. So to understand what he's talking about here, you kind of need to have read the novel, The Book of Atris. But basically, in summary, is when they were young, 20 years ago, Atris and Catherine were both here. Gen was an absolute psychopath. They realized that he had to be stopped somehow, so what happened is they came into the age with the only linking book in here. They went to this star fissure, which is some sort of rift in space and time, and then Atris and Catherine jumped into the star fissure, and as they were falling, they used the linking book. So they teleported out of Riven, whereas the book kept tumbling through the fissure in space and time, never to be seen again. So that's what he's talking about here, is that's the only way he's seen out of this age fell in there. So he's like, should I jump in there myself? But he's realizing also that's probably a terrible idea as well. Whoever wrote this wrote very straight on paper with no lines. That's true. Very good handwriting, I suppose. But very unusual. Let's see. I can think of one game where nobody acknowledges the main character almost the entire game, but there are subtle hints here and there. There's back someone other than the observable characters. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. See, the problem is we can't really have a good discussion here, because if it's the plot twist of the game, then there's no way to mention what games do this without spoiling the plot twist. So that's unfortunate. Now, let's see. Maintenance on the Steam vent caps completed. 83-210. I'm extremely pleased with the continued success of the systems. I believe the construction to have been true to the Dunny designs of my memory. Another example of the superiority of the Dunny technology. It's ironic that Atris and Catherine unwittingly provided me with such an efficient source of power. So Gen's the one that built the Steam system. Alright, and it looks like the switch we saw underneath the Scarab Room. The switch we saw underneath the Scarab Room is probably the source of the natural gas in the first place, which is interesting. Yeah, KOTOR 1 and 2 both have amazing plot twists, and I cannot believe I managed to get all the way through there without it being spoiled. That's huge! As with many of my views over the years, my thoughts regarding the origin of the fissure have changed. I have recently begun to wonder whether it was actually an unexpected byproduct of the changes Catherine and Atris wrote into this age during their escape. Certainly by casting their linking book into the void, they trapped me here quite effectively, but I do not believe that Atris intended the book to be lost in this manner. Much better to destroy it than to risk the possibility of it falling into unknown hands. Also, had they foreseen the creation of the fissure, they would surely have thought that the vacuum it created would eventually consume the atmosphere of this planet, a fate which Catherine undoubtedly would have deemed unacceptable for her homeworld. If I had not been there to supervise the construction of the seal, this is most certainly what would have happened for the villagers, who were too frightened to even approach the vortex without my urging. I hold on to the belief that it was an unintended consequence of their writing for another reason as well. I prefer to think that my son had meant for this age to be merely a prison for me, rather than a death sentence. That's true. That is, in fact, what Atris intended. 83-514. The construction of the imagers has proceeded without fault. It is interesting to see how easily I've been able to adapt the Dunny technology to mimic that of Ahmad? The Ahmad? In some ways, the similarities between the two cultures are striking. I wonder if perhaps there had been communication or commerce between the two cultures in earlier times. Maybe Ketta's people were even descendants of the Dunny. Pleases me to think so. There's some more diagrams of his devices there. Oh, the imager. So that's that big cage thing. He calls that the imager. That's interesting. We did see what looked like some holograms from those things. That's presumably what he was talking about there. Nano, my mother used blotting papers to create lines for writing. Ooh, that's an interesting technique. I don't think I've ever actually used blotting paper before. Let's see. Note, it's possible that if I were somehow able to supply the books with a power source of sufficient magnitude, I could suppress the variance enough to facilitate a solid link. It is doubtful that the geothermal cap generators could provide such an enormous surge. Perhaps I could adapt to the fire marbles. I have been cataloging the natural elements of this age for nearly 30 years now. Yet still I continue to find evidence of the Dunnies' preoccupation with 5. As a boy, it was very clear to me that the number 5 had a special significance to the Dunny society. From the ancient heraldic emblems of the ruling elite to the humble homes of the commoners, it was ubiquitous. Its presence here is obviously a direct reflection of the minds that designed the text that used to compose the age. Further proof that through their art the Dunny masters were indeed creating the marvelous worlds that they wrote, and not as many as mistakenly thought merely building links to pre-existing worlds. While most of my construction has been based on Dunny designs, I see now that the ones that I have imbued with the power of 5 are clearly the most beautiful, the more perfect, and I believe the most structurally sound. I am still attempting to determine how the Dunny color symbology reflects this superior design principle. Although superficially it's based on a 6-color system, I am convinced that there has to be a deeper connection to 5. I will continue to investigate. And then he has the eye symbols right there, of which he writes 6 different ones. So do those correspond to the 6 colors somehow? That's interesting. The blot thickens! Let's see, 83,911. I've finally made a breakthrough. I have succeeded in modifying the fire marbles to generate enough power to hold a descriptive linking book in a stable matrix. I have linked to a new world. It is a harsh and desolate age, but it is nonetheless well suited for my purposes. And so have designated it my... what is that number? Hang on, we can decode that number here. We've got that 93? 93rd? And so I have designated it my 93rd. That's wild. By studying it closely, I believe I will eventually be able to create a more appropriate age for us to resettle on. For now, I will build an office and set up my living quarters there, in order that I may conduct my experiments in safety and without distraction. Hey, Rin, what's up? Rin, what's going on? What's happening? Hi, Rin. Oh, not 93rd. No, not 93rd. 98th. 98th is what that is. My bad. Let me get caught up in shit here. Harris, welcome in. How are you doing today, Harris? To play a puzzle game while watching a puzzle game gets quickly very confusing when both use such similar MacGuffins. What are you playing, Harris? I'm curious. What are you playing? I wonder if I should just make a note of those eyes. I don't have anything to connect them to, but I may want to. Let's see, the one with 83,911. Let's see, I'm not with a walkthrough, but I feel like you should note. Those eyes are really cool. Alright, so let me make a note of those eyeballs then. See what I can do. We got one that's a circle. It's like a half-closed eye. There we go. We got one that's just a circle, horizontal line through it. We got one that's a circle, partially open eye with just a dot in the center. Then just a circle with a dot in the center. And then we got one that's a vertically partially open eye with a dot in the center. And one's just a vertical line. Alright. We made a note of those. Got that there. And he says he's designated that age. I'm going to double check that there. That is definitely 9. That is definitely 8. Alright. Now, it's weird that he has ND after it, because 98 and then ND isn't how you write numbers. But also, again, might be a moron. He is an asshole, we know that much. I'm just going to write 98 at the top of my page. Alright. Just had a feeling it would be important. You were so busy with the reading you might have opted not to. I get you, no worries. Oh, Outer Wilds! Dude, Outer Wilds looks like such a cool game, Harris. I hope you're having an amazing time with it. Eventually, Shane will learn the language of linking books and will stream creating new worlds. That is like my dream. I would love to do that. That would be so cool. Alright. Oops, forgot to write Navisphere. Oh god, that would be the end of me right there. I must admit that I am proud of my work. To think that in such primitive conditions I have accomplished in 29 years what it took the original Dunnies centuries to accomplish. Note, repair outerwear for work on the world. The goggles may need to be redesigned altogether. Goggles, interesting. 84.4.13. I have begun construction on a series of link sites for each island that will connect Riven with my new office on 98. The Survey Guild has finally completed the site location for each island. According to my exact specifications, an installation of the domes is underway at last. Is that what's in those domes? A link to his secret island? Interesting. Work on the central power source got off to a bit of a bad start, I'm afraid, but the pace has picked up considerably since then, and I anticipate no further delays. I'm looking forward to finally having a civilized mode of transportation. Yeah, so that's the domes right there. So that must be a linking book to age 98, as he calls it. That's interesting. I think I hate this guy for presumably writing 98erd. What a freak. That's horrible. Just be careful negating the symbols. I have read all 3 of the Myst books. Also, I have the Myst tabletop RPG, which I would recommend. I think it's pretty cool. It's called Unwritten, I believe is what it is. And it's not just a Myst tabletop RPG, it also has a lot of lore for the Myst world. And it's officially approved. It is canon. So if you're a fan of Myst, I would recommend checking that one out as well. Let's see, there was a Minecraft mod that let you create new dimensions using a Myst book system. Oh, that's incredible. Oh, that's insane. Alchemist Merlin, that sounds really cool. Probably a lot more interesting than Uru, probably, but I'm going to have to play Uru one of these days too, so I'm hoping to play all of them. We'll see. Due to the Rebels' continued disturbances, I've decided to install a coded access system into all of the domes. Oh, here we go. Coded access system. Now we're talking. So let's see, what is that code there? So that is 3, then 5, then 10, then I don't recognize the other 2. I don't recognize the other 2 numbers, but maybe they're combinations of multiple numbers. If so, that 4th number there could be 1 and is that 11? That might be 11. Combination of 1 and 10. And then the last one there could potentially be... Oh god, I don't even see anything that could be. I don't know how numbers are. I don't know what numbers are. It looks like 4 and also something else. Is it time to learn to count higher than 10? I think it might be. Shit. So the first one is definitely 3. We know that much. The second one is definitely 5. We know that much. The third one is definitely 10. We know that much. Then it gets weird. So the fourth one looks like if you mixed 10 and 1, so it's got to be 11. I can look up Riven number system? No. Because that's got to be the puzzle here, is we have to figure out numbers. We have to figure out numbers somehow. So I got to figure out, what could that possibly be? It looks kind of like a 9. It's also definitely not a 9. I'm just going to draw it. I'm just going to draw it, then we'll come back to it. Let me do that. We'll make a square. Draw this precisely since I have no idea what it is. B lines right there. All right. We got that. No, that looks terrible. We're drawing it again. Square. V lines right there. All right, cool. So I don't know what that number is, but we got the other 4 numbers, so that's a good thing. That's something. Skies of Arcadia. I want to play that game someday. So that is for... I'm going to make a note that's for the domes. Let's see. 8567. I call one of my assistants looking over this journal today. I'm glad I've chosen to write it in a language they cannot decipher. Note, discuss security with the guildmaster. No problems expected with the maintainers, educators, and surveyors. Question the bookmakers and builders more closely. 861024. Today I heard several more reports of spirit sightings by some of the villagers. It seems that under Catherine's leadership, the rebels on the Black Moiety, as the villagers, or the Black Moiety, as the villagers ultimately insist on referring to them, have attained a new level of sophistication in their terror tactics and have renewed their campaign to intimidate the villagers into joining them, playing upon their shared superstitions. The villagers are certainly susceptible to their form of coercion, especially given of late the rebels' increasing acts of vandalism and theft. So Catherine's leading a rebel group against the villagers following again? That's friggin' wild. Did you get his fancy whatever age number noted as well? Yes, that should be age number 98, I believe. Let's see. I watch games. I can only get up to fix a cup of coffee so many times in one cup. Oh god, are they that long? That's insane. 87-115. The Etram traps have been steadily fruitful this year. Apparently the breakup of the islands has not adversely affected the subterranean ecosystems. Unfortunately, I imagine the rebels are experiencing a similarly generous harvest. No shortage of poison for their darts this season. The guy who took the prison book had poison darts. Does that mean one of the rebels has the prison book? Oh god, hopefully none of them tried to use it. Hopefully not Catherine either, but Catherine knows the art. So hopefully she figured out that that was a trap. Oh, I hope so. I hope so. No worries, no worries. What's up, Rin? Such morbid issues aside, the sudden availability has allowed me to refine a particularly pleasant extract for my pipe. One that is smoother than any of the others in recent years. Ooh. So, apparently Gen is 420 friendly. It did have an RD instead of a TH, which I didn't really understand. Which is very bizarre. Here, where was it? Right here. Oh, it has an ND. An ND is what it is. I think. I don't know, cursive's hard. So I think I see what you're thinking there, Rin. Let's assume that he's not just an asshole that would write 98'd. Because if that's the case, that means I have the number wrong somehow. But if I have the number wrong, what else could it be is the question. That is an excellent question, actually. Well... let's see, RD makes 3 the option, ND makes 2 the option. So it would either be a 3 or a 2. But it's not completely a 3 at the end. If it was a 3, it would be combined with a 5, which is the weird thing. Just things to ponder? Oh god, I'm going to have to write this down, aren't I? I really wish I could... So, I don't think I can even show these on camera very well. So that's what a 3 looks like. It's backwards, of course, but it's a K and a 1. And if you look at the second symbol there, it's just sort of a... or it's not even a K and a 1, it's the other side. It's just sort of a K. And the 5... the 5 there has just a horizontal line. Yeah, 3 and 5, that's 8. And that's what the 8 looks like. That's just a symbol for 8 right there, basically. Or alternatively, it could be weird. It could very well be weird. This is true. This is definitely true. Like we have 22 as 20 and 2 in some languages. Oh, that's true as well. Some languages do have numbers different than that. So this is definitely a 9 and an 8. So how do we get a 3 or a 2 out of that then? 2 and 20 if we're being pretentious. 4 score and 7 years ago. You leave the Danish out of this. That's very weird. I thought I had the numbers figured out. Now I'm not so sure. We still got that one number from before that we don't even know what that is. There's one number we have yet to decipher entirely, which is insane. Although, I'm thinking now, hang on. Hang on a second, hang on. I didn't have my numbers on my page in order. Let me take another look at these. There's 1. There's 2, alright. There's 3. There's 4. And there's 5. But interesting. Hang on, does that bear out? So there's 6. It does bear out. Where's 8? I think I've got a breakthrough right here. I'm going to try and walk you through this, chat. This is a little bit weird because my notes are kind of a mess. But just follow along with me. I know this is backwards, but check this out. So, this is a 1. It's just a box with a single vertical line. Get me? Then we got 2. It's basically just a D, capital D in a box. And then we've got 3, which is basically a capital K in a box. Alright, you with me so far? So then we've got 4, which is this weird, like, slope. All right. And then we have 5. Where's 5? And then we've got 5 right here, which is just a horizontal line. So here's where it gets weird. So this is 6. Looks like a plus sign. The thing is, the symbol for 6 is a 5, a horizontal line, combined with a 1, a vertical line. So 6 is literally 5 plus 1. And then 7 looks like this. It's a D plus a horizontal line. And the D is a 2, and the horizontal line is a 5. 5 plus 2, that's 7. It's base 5. Their number system is base 5. That's fucking wild. Let's see. Pemio, welcome in. How are you doing today? My brain is saying no, but close. The A2, is that a contradiction joke? I love that game. Nano, but your body is telling you yes. So yeah. Interesting. So let's go back to that number we couldn't decipher before. Where was that? Where was that number I couldn't decipher? Right here. If I can make a visualization suggestion, sure, what do you got? What do you got? Monkey Island 2 reference. I don't know if I ever played the second Monkey Island. I might only play the first one. Yeah, I'm trying to learn counting here in an unusual language. All right. I think I have the means to decipher that last number there. Because here's the thing. So, let me walk through here. Rewrite the numbers in groups of 5 since you're on the base 5 train. Let's do that. Let's do that. Because I think I might be able to decipher more numbers here. So I'm going to do something. I really don't want to tear pages out of this book because that'll just make my life miserable later on. So let's do this. So let's do... Alright. We know they're cubes now, so that'll make it easier. So we'll do 1. There we go. And then 2 is just the D. And then 3 is just the K. And then 4 is the weird slope. And then 5 is the horizontal line. Alright. So here we've got 1 through 5. Backwards again, but there's the numbers 1 through 5. Now, let me see, without looking at my notes, if I can make 6 through 10. Let's take a look. So this should be 6. So 5 plus 1, that'll be 6. I'm going to make another square right here. 5 plus 2. I'm going to check my notes just to make sure I'm on the right track. That should be 7. That is. Then 5 plus 3. And that should be 8. There we go. Then 5 plus 4. I'm going to double check that one because that's also a weird one. 9. Yep. That's 9. And then 10 is a 10 is where things get weird, but I think I've got a lead on 10 as well. Alright, so now we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You could notice when I stack them up like that how they're just a combination of 5 plus the 1 next to it. Can I be a math pedant? You must. I demand it, Rin. You absolutely must. And you are correct, Rin. That is actually going to make it a lot easier there. Do we have a desk cam? We don't, unfortunately. That would be cool, though. But I think I understand what's going on with 10 as well. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. So here's 10. Right? It's a little hill on the bottom. Which seems to be a new symbol, except there's 2 on its side. And I mention this because here's 1, and there's 5. So it appears that the multiples of 10 are single-digit numbers turned on their side for what they said. Well, Brahmagupta and Al-Khwarizmi didn't go to all the effort to figuring out where numbers start for you to forget it. There is 0 as well, but I've never seen 0 before. I don't know what 0 is, unfortunately. We haven't seen that yet. Yeah, Harris, exactly. So it's rotation. Rotation must be it. In which case, I believe I now have the ability to extrapolate the next numbers. Let's see, but if you go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, your rotation thing is easier to track. But that wouldn't make sense. Because we learned our numbers through the children's toy. We learned our numbers from the children's toy earlier. And the numbers, that's where I got all these numbers from. So the number that is just a one vertical line, on the children's toy, it made the figures move 1. That's why I've been calling it 1. And none of the, to my knowledge, none of the things made the figure move 0. So I don't think we've ever seen a 0 before, is the thing. Like, I could be completely off. I could have completely royally fucked that up, but I was just counting noises, really. I was counting the ticking noises it made, so it would be really weird if I messed that up so far. Yeah, that I'm not sure about, Harris. At some point, this is going to start breaking down. At some point, it feels like the system starts breaking down, so I'm not 100% sure. So the thing is, I'm not 100% sure we need to know numbers that high. Well, you don't have to know what 0 is to know that 0 exists. That's true. I suppose that is true. But for right now, let me see if I can extrapolate from 10. Let me try this out. Let me try this system out. So 11 under this system. We do know what 11 is? We don't officially know what 11 is. My point is then you'll have the 1 column. That'll line up with 6. But we already have that. 1 does line up with 6 on my thing. As long as you can get to 42, you have the answer to everything. I like the way you think, I watch. So let's see. So 11 should be that. We're coming up with numbers we haven't seen before, just by extrapolation. That's 11. And then that's 10 plus 1, and then 10 plus 2 is that plus that. That's 12. That's actually lovely. My 5 row doesn't line up. That's true. That's true. I don't have the lineup right there. And then 13 would be 10 plus 3. There we go. And then 14 would be 10 plus 4. Let's try that. So 10 plus 4. And then 15 is going to be another rotation. And now we're getting near our mystery number. Alright, so here's the numbers I've just extrapolated. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And I think we're getting close to our mystery number here, so let's keep going. Let's keep going here. So 16 is 15 plus 1. Draw that out. 15 plus 1. And then 17 is 15 plus 2. Then 18 is 15 plus 3, which doesn't entirely work, but we'll run with that. Then 19 is 15 plus 4. And there's our mystery number. The mystery number is 19. I'll show you in just a moment. I'm going to see if I can extrapolate 20 as well. So 20 should be... Oh, how do I draw that? Alright. There's 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, and 19 is that weird number that we saw there that we couldn't identify. I'm going to flip back. So the code to the domes is 3, 5, 10, 11, 19. Cool. We're just extrapolating an entire number system. Jesus. Oh, this is a day. This is a day. My goodness. Nano, thank you so much for that. I'll toast to that. I'll toast to that. Oh my goodness. Then divide by 0, overflow some buffers, get an RCE exploit, then remote in, and hack the Gibson. We're in. That still leaves the strange question of that number right there. Now see, is it possible that number is something else? I don't... Let's see if we can compare Gen's writing. Yeah. No, Gen does do the right angle where I do the smooth curves. I believe that's the same number I'm thinking of there, in which case... Yeah, still looks like a 9 to me. 9, and then... What did we say the other one was? 8? Yeah, still looks like a 9 and an 8 to me. It's weird. Okay, so I don't understand not base 10. So I've had to learn that different bases because I had to learn hexadecimal, which is base 8. So basically, here's how you think of it, Ren. So we use base 10. And what that means is there is 10 unique digits. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And once you run out with digits, once you get to 10, you have to combine two different ones. So 10 is not a unique digit. It's a 1 and a 0. Let's see. Does that mean 1 in the 12 is worth 12? Yeah, basically. Because in base 10, the 1 and the 10, you have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. And then in base 12, you've got ones, 12s, and what, 24s? No. Ones, 12s, 144s? Hexadecimal's base 16. My bad. So yeah, basically it's, so if this is base 5, then, oh. So if it's base 5, we can't just read the number as we would normally. So I'm trying to think, basically base 10, but it might not be that, is the thing. So if this is base 5, then the 9 in the base 5 is worth 9 plus 5. 9 times 5? That's that's tricky. I actually have to write out something here. Hang on a sec. I'm gonna write out binary so I can sort this out for myself. Or actually, I'm gonna write out base. I don't know. Let's be. Let me just write out some base 5. Let's see. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 20. So basically this would be base 5 here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. So you're correct. That is correct. So if it is base 5, then the number in the second column, the tens column, would be multiplied by 5. In which case, that first number would be 9 times 5, which is, what, 60? No, that's 12. 9 times 40, right? No, 45. Holy shit, I'm so tired. So yeah, if this is truly base 5, then that would be 458? But that still wouldn't explain the RD, is the thing. Let's see, but how is there an 8? I mean, we don't know if... Let's see, Kiss, if you've read about the system, I want you to hold off for right now. What if it's a 45 and an 8? So 53? Do you have to add the numbers? This is the most confused I have ever been. And we got some math going here. We got math going here. So look, I use base 10 to keep myself alive and everything else is pointless. Hank Green actually makes a really good argument that we should be using base 12. It's actually incredibly compelling. And he says a lot of people think we should just be using base 10 because we got 10 fingers. But look, we've got 10, 11, 12. We can count to 12 very easily in a very naturalistic. And there's a lot of good reasons that 12 is more interesting than 10. See if you can look it up sometime. It's really interesting. Base 10 means it has numbers up to and not including 10, and since it includes 0, it has 10 total numbers, as well as 0. Right. Jan Masali also thinks base 12 is a good idea. I haven't heard of them, but like it's an interesting concept. It is. It is. And that is saying something. This is the most confused I've been. So let's see. So that might be 98. So let's see. What would 98 be in base 5? That's the question. So let me hang on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 21, 22, 3, 24, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, no, 40, 41, all right, miscalculated a little bit there. Hang on. I can correct that. So, all right. So 41, 42, 43, 44, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 60. All right. This is the most brute force way of figuring it out, but I'm getting there. 61, 2, 63, 64, 70, 71, 72, 3, 74, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, and then you would get 100. So basically it took me that long to figure out that the number 98 wouldn't make sense in this system. I probably should have realized that before writing out a giant grid of numbers on my paper. But that's okay. That's okay. This is a process. All right. So, if their system is base... But it's not base 5 then, right? No, it has to be base 5. So... Why does it have to be base 5? It doesn't have to be base 5. It absolutely doesn't. I mean, we've only seen, let's see, let me pull up my notes. We have only seen 5 unique symbols. I suppose we haven't seen 0. Why isn't it like base 25? Because there's 5 different symbols that are combined? I suppose that's possible as well. It could be base 25 too. Actually, you're onto something. So if we do the grid thing, we can get to 24 in my reckoning? Actually, I think you're right. I'm gonna finish mathing that out. Let's finish making numbers. All right, so there's 21. There we go. 21. And there's 22. And here's 23. These are real ugly because I'm having trouble drawing them, but that's okay. There's 24. All right. So I have reached 24 and I have run out of digits. Because as someone pointed out earlier in chat, and remind me who it is if you want, as someone pointed out, once we reach 5 again, we run out of digits. Because I can't flip 5 on its side, because 5 itself is a flip. Because 5 itself is a flip. Oh! Interesting. Fuck, it's base 25, isn't it? Jesus fucking Christ. Is it base 25? Hey, if 5 is flipping you off, you should go tell their mommy to make it stop. 44 is the highest 2-digit value in base 5. Sure, but that's just a 4 and a 4. So that's only 2 unique numbers right there. Base 5 only has 5 unique numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 44 isn't a unique digit. It's just a 4 and a 4. It's the places that determine the actual thing. Nano, you think you got a hint? What are you thinking, Nano? So, if we assume for a moment that this madness is base 25, I think I Watch Games is pointing out that 98 isn't possible in base 5. Yes! Which is why this could be base 25, since we do have possibly, if there's actually a 0, we could consider that to be 25 unique symbols. I guess. So what if it is base 25? What if it is base 25? In that case, that first number, the 9, would actually be 9 times 25, which I cannot do in my head, so I'm pulling up my phone to do this. I feel no shame in this. 9 times 25 is 225. 225 plus 8 is 233. And that ends in a 3, so that makes the RD make sense. So that number there is 233. Jesus. So here's the first thing I want to say here. Chat, thank you for joining me on this incredibly bizarre and ridiculously mathematical journey that we have been on here. Anybody who's still here, anybody in chat that's still watching this, thank you for sticking around as we discover what numbers are. Well, we've done it. We have reverse engineered an entire base 25 numerical system based on only 10 digits. We only knew 10 digits, and we've extracted the rest of them, the other 14. Appreciated follows. You think that was fun? I'm glad. I actually had a lot of fun with this too. Like, this is the coolest thing to me. Like, for all the frustration that I'm doing here, this is so cool. I'm enjoying the hell out of this. Lost, thank you for redeeming posture check. Oh my god, do I need this? Where the fuck did he get all these linking books? That's a good question, and I can answer that, I Watch Games. You say, did he make a book to a world full of books? The answer is yes. Gen actually found an ancient city of the Dunny, who were the people that invented the linking books. So for a very long time, Gen wasn't having to make his own books. He was just using blank books and fresh ink that he found in the city. Not only that, but the Dunny had a bunch of linking books of their own. So for a while, he didn't even need to write his own ages. He was just borrowing Dunny ages. Now, Gen, of course, is incredibly boring, so that's why he was just naming all of the ages after numbers. So how did he get all the way up to 233? Just going through Dunny books mostly. Yeah, right from the first book. Right. The Book of Atris actually just adds so much depth to this game, it's kind of insane. And Rin, thank you as well for nudging me gently off of the wrong track that I was on there. I appreciate that. Gen was a very busy boy. We know that too. We know that Gen was kind of obsessed with the Dunny and obsessed with the books. There's that too. Alchemist Merlin, I can't get rid of you that easily. Excellent. I'm glad. Thank you for that. Is it base 5 or is it base 25? Yes, it's base 25. It's base 25. We gotta keep stretching out here. Oh my god. Watch it all break apart on the next problem. It still could. It still could, but I think we figured something out there. Official Conduit, I come from the Lurking Caves to say congratulations. Thank you so much, Conduit. Holy crap, that was a journey there. Rin, I mean, in the last 30 minutes, I learned more than I did in all of my math classes in college. I'm glad to help. Like, I actually find different base numerical systems interesting. I don't know that I'd be able to solve this off the top of my head if I didn't, as it was, understand different base number systems. Like, if I didn't know that already, this would have been it's a nightmare. I don't know why I would have even started. Nano, I like mental games, just needing more of them. This is a very unique niche type of game, but I'm glad that the niche exists. You should have run out of blank books, especially after Atris started using the supplies. And the fact that Gen seems to have like a rough idea of how to create books. That's why he's been trying to recreate the books here, but there's some variables he doesn't understand. He mentioned some of the books he was trying to make did have a spark of life, but he doesn't have the complete formula. So it's possible Gen was able to use raw materials to make books. I'm not sure. It's been a very long time since I read that book. I can't say for certain. Let's see. I was just asking questions so I understood things. If my being uneducated, not uneducated at all. Don't even say that, Rin. It's the questioning here is how we get to answers. That's always how you get to answers, is asking questions, and that was exactly what we needed. I need someone to question my conclusions. They did not stand up to scientific rigor, and that's how we got through this. Chris, what's the dinner report? I had fish and chips. Or, in this case, fish and waffle fries, which was pretty good, pretty good. Although I'm looking forward into the day when I can go back into restaurants, because delivery fish and chips, they get kind of soggy on the way over, which is unfortunate. They need to be crispy or they don't really work out. All right. So, we got the code there, and after we extrapolated things. So that code is 3, 5, 10, 11, 19. And we know those are individual numbers because they're separated. There is a gap between the numbers here. Whereas, in this, there is no gap, indicating it's a compound number. All right, we're learning Dunny numbers here. Shit. We are going places here. This is the wildest thing. You'll make a number system in base pi? Can you? Can you make a rational number system using only numbers that are irrational? Probably. But you'd have to use some sort of equivalent? No, I'm not even going to think about that. My brain is turning in upon itself just trying to consider that. I'm going to assume that's not possible. I'm going to assume you can't make a rational number system based on irrational numbers, I think. All right, where were we? 87-329. Chemical analyses of one of the rebel knives has yielded curious results. Its composition contains elements that are unlike anything I've encountered in the islands. It appears they have access to a resource of which I'm unaware. Perhaps a mine on an uncharted island. And there's a picture of the rebel knives. Honestly, it falls apart simply by hitting a decimal point. Yeah, that is a level of complication. Like, how do you describe... If your number 1 is 3.1415159, how do you describe that with just one digit? I mean, I suppose you can just make anything up. You say that pi is, I don't know, pi r squared? It would be a mess. Like, I can't even imagine getting to, like, 10. Like, just, it boggles my mind. Note, most of the knives have been found on the south side of the village. This is the same area in which there have been reports of people mysteriously disappearing. I think a closer inspection of the area is warranted. So he mentions right there, the south side of the village may have a link to the rebels. I'm going to make a note of that. South side of village. Cool, cool, cool. We can do that. No pyre round. God damn it. Great minds right there. Great minds. And welcome in, Jimmy. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. The fact that they leave these distinctive knives as a sign of their presence concerns me. They're growing more bold and seem to no longer fear discovery of their hideout. 86-627. The latest measurements indicate that the recent trend has continued. The movement of the islands has slowed tremendously. My previous estimates predicted a total collapse in approximately 3 months, but with the new figures, I am uncertain. I have merely finished writing the... Ooh, there's another number right there, so we're going to have to figure that out. So that number literally is... we figured that one out. 19? No, not 19. 9. So that's 9. But I have to pull out my calculator again. So 9 times 25 plus 9. 234? 234. Alright, I have nearly finished writing my 234th age, and I have every faith that will indeed be a safe place for us to relocate to. Yet it would be helpful to know what has caused the halt in this age's breakup. You were right, Kiss. I should have thought of it like that. It's literally just 1 plus what we knew before. Mistakes were made there. There was an easier way to do that. I'll remember that for the future. That makes sense. Let's see. Yet it would be helpful to know what has caused this halt in the age's breakup. Is it possible that it's stable after all? If so, I must discover how this age differs from my less successful attempts. My estimations of the 233rd age have thus far proven inconclusive. Or perhaps it is repairing the damage to the 5th age. If so, it would almost certainly be Atris's doing, which we know that Atris is trying to repair the age on the outside, so it looks like he's figured it out. I have reluctantly decided to abandon my experiments into the behaviors of the water of this age, as there are more pressing matters on which I must now concentrate, leaving me little time for such speculative research. For future reference, however, my investigation up to this point has revealed the following. I believe the remarkable properties of the water to be caused by a life form that resides in it, specifically a type of bacteria. I am imagining a motile unicellular organism, but one with structures capable of holding bits of water, whose combined effect, via surface tension, stronger force, causes the composite body of water to move in response to heat. Prolonged exposure to extreme heat, for example a period of extended boiling, seems to kill the bacteria, which would explain its dramatic aversion to heat sources. Unfortunately, these theories are still not fully tested, and I remain ignorant both of its deeper nature and its possible uses. Huh. So the water has a sort of bacteria that can help organize the water and reacts to heat. That would explain those rings we saw, creating those tunnels under the water, which is interesting. It's when you get to that 10 that the other bases become interesting. This is true. 100% correct. So those rings in the ocean are just really hot. We did see them glowing red, but yeah. So the heat actually causes the bacteria to recoil and to take the water with it. That's interesting. 8776, an exciting development. Last night, a squad of maintainers stumbled upon a lone rebel scout and obtained from him a most incredible device. It is a crystal that somehow powers these flawed linking books, much as my own system does, but with an obvious advantage. It is small and weighs only a few pounds, making it completely portable. Catherine must have fabricated the device before I captured her. Obviously with an explicit Dunny schematic she must have brought with her to this age. Again, basically doesn't believe that Catherine's capable of smart things, which she is. Jeez. That's why the water is recoiling from the ladder, too. Exactly. Exactly. If only I'd have access to a document all these years. Regardless, I can now concentrate solely on the writing of ages and need no longer worry about building elaborate power supplies for new books I write. This is a sobering reminder, however, that I must continue to seek an avenue to Dunny. Regaining access to the resources there may be crucial to the completion of my mission. Alright, that's all there is there. So, there's a crystal I'll probably need to find at some point as well. That's interesting. All your base do belong to us. I believe that's correct as well. Whew. That's wild. Alright, we got another table to check out over here. Let's see what we got. A little astrolabe thing right here, or maybe a glass? Might be a pitcher because it's got a handle on the end. I can't interact with it though. Got a box right here. I think a box, but I can't actually interact with that either. Alright. A bunch of beakers right here. So, like a little grabber device and some scissors. Nothing I can interact with there, though. How about up here? Specimen jars that look like preserved frogs, maybe? Some more containers. Nothing to interact with again. Those almost look like bullets, which is a little concerning. And that looks like that frog trap we saw before. But this one I can't interact with either. Alright. So as we already heard before, Gen's been building a lot of stuff on this island, which is interesting. Alright. So the frog equals 3? Oh, frogs. I do love me some frogs. Alright, let's keep looking around here a little bit. Alright, we haven't looked at this desk either. Looking at the wood grain maybe under the microscope? The magnifying glass? Possibly. Some more books up here. Possibly. Maybe this is where he was experimenting on trying to make new linking books. That's very possible. Possibly experimenting on trying to make ink as well. Could be a paper press right here. That'd make sense. Alright. So we found Gen's laboratory. That's interesting. Nothing to do here, though. Alright, how about this thing in the center? I'm very curious about that. What is this? Hello. A burned book? I'm gonna save before I touch this because this seems very dangerous. So hang on, let me save before we mess around with this thing. Save game. We're gonna call this Gen's Lab. Resume. Now, he did mention something about the smell of burning books, so this must be a failed linking book. And sure enough, it doesn't do anything. Why he's burning the failed linking books, I'm not 100% sure. But this literally is just a furnace for linking books that don't work, I guess. It's weird. Why burn him? What does that get him? Very weird. Alright. There's just some wood right there. Still don't know what those blue switches do is the thing. Let's see, so is this where we've been before? I know one of the doors leads out somewhere we haven't been before. I want to check that one out first and foremost. Let me see if I can verify which door is which. This one is the one that leads somewhere we haven't been before. Let's check out where this leads us. And can we get back in this way? We can get back in this way. I don't know why the other door we couldn't walk through. That's good to know, though. I was a little worried I'd get locked out. Alright. Where does this lead to? Another tram? Another tram? Where on earth is this going to take us to? I don't recognize that island down there. Is there an island we haven't been to yet? Yeah, I don't recognize this room, that's for sure. Once again, we have these blue switches. I assume these ones call the tram. The tram is already here, so I can't even test that out. Alright, what is this place then? Ooh, hello. Can we just take a second to talk about how gorgeous that is right there? Look at that. That is beautiful. I don't know what this place is, but I love it. Kind of like a little lagoon here. Interesting. Fortress of Solitude? Oh god. If Gen has a Fortress of Solitude, I'm gonna burn it to the ground. Beautiful or not, that guy's a jerk. A lot of algae right here. This is a weird looking place. Hey, Emperor, good timing. Welcome in, Emperor. How the heck are you doing today? How's your weekend been going? Tell me everything. Is this an elevator? There we go. Let's see the button first. Now, what is this? What is this? So this is where Gen was experimenting with water, isn't it? So this part, at least, is Gen's water lab. Also, this symbol, this plate right here, is the same design as the plate at the top of the golden dome. I don't know what the significance of that is yet. My weekend is off to a great start with some much-needed sleep. Excellent, Emperor. I'm doing much better. Got some rest, and we have been doing some hardcore puzzling. For example, we had to extrapolate a base 25 number system earlier. So it's been insanity. It's been sheer insanity. That's so weird. My question is, what is the significance of this shape being the same as the shape on the top of the golden dome. And what is the significance of these experiments to us? What do we gain from seeing this? The only reason you were able to decode the base 25 system is because it was really base 25, but it's not really base 5, is it? We've got 25 unique symbols. That makes it, I mean, no, it's 25 unique symbols. I think so. Basically. How would you say the puzzles stack up against Myst puzzles? They are so much harder. I had to extrapolate a base 25 number system. It's insanity. They're so much harder, but thrillingly so, I'll say. Like, they're fascinating, but, yeah, the difficulty's so much higher than Myst. The big thing with Myst is in Myst, most of the puzzles were self-contained to their areas. So any puzzle you came across, you could either solve immediately, or somewhere in the on the same island you were standing in, would have the clue to solve the puzzle you were in. And in this game, that isn't the case. In this case, the clues to solve the puzzles could be anywhere else on the entire game, because it's all just one big age with just separate islands. So yeah, it's a lot more legwork. You really have to think of the entire game as one big whole as you're solving the puzzles. That's challenging. That is really challenging. I really like this animation here, but I don't know what this gets us, seeing this. They built a hybrid system where a base 5 system builds into a base 25 system. As far as the symbology, you are correct. But if we assume that Gen knows proper English and use that RD there, then the only way to get to 233 is with it being a truly base 25 system. You don't get there using it as a base 5 system, I don't believe. Alright, so I'm going to take a photo of this as well, in case this is something that we need to know too. Let me do that. Let me take a photo of this. Make sure I get everything on screen. And we'll see if we need to do that as well. Yeah, Discord might be a better place for this conversation just because there's a lot of nuance there. And, like, it's a really challenging thing about number theory while also trying to figure out what the fuck. Ooh, hello. There was another side to this elevator. Alright, we got more new stuff to explore then. What the heck is over here? Okay. Oh, there's another dome. There's another dome over there too. Cool, cool, cool. Except it's not pointing in the right direction. Oh, is it lopsided? Seems like it's busted. How do we fix that then? Is there a way to fix that? Try backing up a little bit. Can you look at the base of that down there? No, we can't. There doesn't seem to be any way to adjust this. But it's not pointing correctly, that's a problem. So if you can change the shape of a fluid, are you required to play that hit song? Oh god. I hope not. I'm not ready for that either. We've already had audio puzzles. Alright, so yeah, this dome works just the way it's been done before. obviously can't move the dome. I feel like I have to do something with that. And also, that looks like stairs right there. I'm wondering if there's some way I can interact with that as well. Interesting. It's a new twist on an old challenge right here, is what it is. Dome worship. We're contemplating a lot of orbs tonight. I don't see any way we can adjust this, though. Oh! Oh, it's just pointed at the corner. It wasn't straight on, so it wasn't doing the Zotro thing, but it was still pointed at it. Is Dome Pondering a subset of Orb Contemplation? I almost wonder if that's the final form of Orb Contemplation. Maybe, Shananan, we have reached a higher plane entirely. Alright. You start with navel gazing. Of course, you gotta walk before you can crawl. You gotta crawl before you can walk. Wow! Tell I'm getting tired here. Navel dome. Alright, so we know the code to get into the dome. We just have to figure out how to enter it. Ugh. It's orbs all the way down. It kind of is. I saw that one, Gamagumo. I do love that one. So we know the code. I just don't know how to enter it, is the tricky part. I noticed there are 5 tally marks here. So this does seem to play into the base 25. So we need to find a way to translate our numbers into this slider right here. Glorious! Oh my god. Alright. So let's see, our first number is 3. I'm assuming we have to enter the numbers in one at a time, is what I'm thinking. So our first number is, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's assume it's like a combination lock, so we just have to keep entering numbers. And the next number is 5, which is 4 and 1? Shane is tired, this is true. No, because that would be... Alright, so I know I'm right on the verge of this. We need to translate our number system into these weird tally marks. So basically, we've got to build an abacus. We have to build an abacus. Jesus Christ. Emperor, thank you for the gift sub to Shane is Tired, which is just a whole ass vibe right here. Gift sub number 1046. There's actually a Shane is Tired. How is this real? How is this real life? Am I hallucinating right now? Chat, you're required to tell me if I'm hallucinating. Alright, so let's assume this is the ones place, this is the... It's the 5's place? Let's try that. In which case we need 1 5. No? Maybe? No, because we still need to use the large hash marks for that. Let's say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there isn't a 5, there's 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, Riven, what kind of hint have you got? I'm curious, because I might be missing something fundamental here, that's true. Let's see. Harris, I think this counts as my daily maths practice. How do I make this count on Brilliant? I'll see if I can log in later and give you credit there. Shane, we are figments of your imagination. We have been all along. I had my suspicions, Emperor. I did have my suspicion. You can enter in all the numbers at once. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, we do have 5 numbers to enter. And there are 5 segments here. Let's go ahead and spread these out to their individual segments. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, so the first one's 3. Let's see, Hannah, is there a 0? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's assume there's no 0. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 10. And then 11. And then 15. Let's see, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm gonna save. Book unlocked. Oh, it's got a daily streak counter like Duolingo. Oh, that's really cool. Out of coffee, fall walls. Oh no, can you get more? Is that an option? Dude, this is incredibly portentous. Holy crap. Can we use the book? Ooh. We don't want to use that book. I don't think we want to use that book yet. I'm going to hit that because it's very loud. So that's 233 on the cover of that. So that book leads to Gen's age. Correct. That is 233. So that's where Gen's hiding out right now, I believe. So the question is, are we ready to face Gen? We haven't found Catherine. We haven't found the prison book. I'd like to punch him. You take him. We couldn't even lift up that axe earlier. I don't think we're ready to go there. I'm not feeling it. You want to face Gen? I don't want to face Gen. He's scary and possibly murdery. And also, Salvage Bar, welcome in. How are you doing today? I mean, we did just save, right? We did just save, so I suppose if anything goes terribly wrong, we're okay. Well, let's give it a try, I guess. Wait. Do we need one of those crystals? Shoot, might need one of those crystals. Yeah, I think we need one of those crystals to power it. Shoot. See if there's anything else to see. All right. So we can't officially get access to Gen's linking books. We don't have any way to power them. Which is unfortunate. We're going to have to figure that out then. Legally distinct Kindle. The library fight in John Wick. Beautiful, beautiful fight scene right there. Absolutely gorgeous. Kimakubo. Is that canon now? It might be. Check out some YouTube channels you follow. Don't have affiliate links. Oh, yeah, that is true. That is true. May as well get somebody out of that. Get his manufacturing bootleg Kindles? I mean, basically? For all intents and purposes, yes. Yes, he kind of is. Now, I don't know how to get to this thing in the center, but I feel like that's a thing we're going to have to figure out. I feel like that's something we're going to have to figure out, because those look like stairs. I think we're supposed to be able to get in there somehow. But I don't see anything that interfaces with it. It's got some sort of dunny writing down there, but although we've figured out numbers, we've not figured out letters yet. Whether that is a thing we'll figure out, I don't honestly know. You notice also the railing has a break right here, which makes me think eventually there's some way to extend a ladder or something there? Possibly? Alright. So aside from this floating thing, which I don't see a way to interact with. I don't see a way to interact with these things in the water either. Don't think there's anything else for us to do here right now. In which case, I'm not sure what we accomplished on this island is the problem. For all the pomp and circumstance, what did we actually do here? Did we learn something new? Did we gain something new? I'm not certain we did. That's troubling. All right. Well, wasn't anything else to see this way, was there? I don't think so. Nothing else to interact with on the way in. No, I don't believe so. This just leads down to the tramway. I do notice there's a door on the other side, though. I want to get to that. And I think I know how. Let's see if that's the thing. So that's normally how we turn the trams around to go back, but should be able to hop out the other side now and go to this door. Aha! There is more to this island. Alright, this seems a little creepy. We found a gateway to punch. I just had a visual of punching his computer. Oh, God. Now I have that in my head, too. Because I know exactly what you're talking about. What is this? The hell am I looking at here? don't know what I was expecting, but that happened there. I don't know why, but your aha reminds me of Dr. Eggman's Circus Sonic Adventure. I'll take that as a compliment. What is this an elevator? Where does this go? What did we just stumble upon? Are we going underwater here? Looked like there was water there. Happenings of something. It does seem to happen to us a lot, too. Void juice to simulate the synapses. Where are we? Whoa, wait, come back! What the hell was that? No, wait. Son of a bitch. I was wondering if we could call him right back. Probably won't work, though. It's doing something, though. Lost my cursor. Gotcha now, you dumb son of a... You got away. Well, we saw somebody. I don't know where this tram goes to. That's something, I suppose. Alright, that leads back to the elevator. I'll have to figure out where that tram goes now. Where do these stairs go to? Whoa! Dude, this is gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this. Alright, nice throne. Stargate, is that you? I'm kind of getting those vibes. Oh shit, oh no, oh shit! I could sit here for a while and chill. That scared the shit out of me. Oh, hey! Do we need to put in that sequence of eyes we saw before? We did make a note of that. Let's see if we can do that. So that's the first one. And this one... Oh, they're just in numerical order, aren't they? Yeah, they're just in numerical order, so there's not a puzzle there necessarily. Has a little gate symbol for home. Oh, Rin, that's so freaking cute. Also, Gamer Tragic, that emote is amazing. Holy crap, that's beautiful. Alright, so we can kind of inspect the underwater pipe system here. That's interesting. But what end, I don't know. swing that out of the way for right now. And what have we here? One doesn't seem to do anything. Hello. It's a view screen of something, but I can't tell what. Seems like all I can do is turn it on and off from here. Can't tell what either one of those are. The first one is clearly some sort of room. So I don't think I recognize it. There's a barrel right there. I don't think I've seen that before. Yen's clearly spying on somebody, though. Interesting. I noticed that light went out when we were using that thing too, which is interesting. Alright, do these do anything? No. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright, so... let's see, there doesn't appear to be anything on the other side of this, like there was the first time. So I guess the question now is, where does this go? Let's make another save before we do that. Save game. Leaving Ken Lab Island. Zoom. Flip it around. Raspberry Pi is 10 years old this year. That's amazing. Just the coolest company. Amazing, amazing company. May they last for another 100. So where the heck does this one go then? Another laboratory? Maybe? Looks like Gen's handiwork still, but what is this place? Whoa! Well, that's fucking ominous. Wait, the statue! That freaky god statue thing in the forest! That's his mouth! We're back on the forest island again. This is the village island, just from a different place. Oh, that's wild. Dark shortcut. Wow. All right, that's nuts. Does this button do anything? That has to be shut first. I'm going to see if there's multiple places this elevator can take us to. Whoa. Leave them turn there. Hello. An upper level? There's an upper level to the village. I never knew that before. How did I never notice this? I see there's another orb that needs contemplating. Where's our contemplator? Where is our orb contemplator? Hey, there's somebody up in that watchtower. Shit, we've been spotted. We know that some of the villagers work with Gen, so that might not be a good thing. Alright, let's see if there's anything else to see over here before we head over there, because it seems a little spooky. Emperor, I am a pro at contemplating orbs at this point. Here we go. Alright, so the gold symbol is in a different place this time. Yeah, it's not in the same place it was before. It's going to be a little tricky. I totally got it there. Why didn't that work? There we go. And the guy in the watchtower's like, who the hell is that? Orb contemplated. Alright, so I think what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to start cracking these open to see if there's a crystal inside any of these. And if there's a crystal we could borrow, that'd be important. Hey, Barley! Welcome in, Barley! How the heck have you been? How's everything going on with you? It is a pleasure to see you as always. And if we have any mods around, can you get a shout out for Barley? I would appreciate that. Alright, so let's go ahead and set this again. We do know the code. Let's see, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 11, 19. Give me a second, I know it's super noisy. Alright, Emperor, thank you so much for the gift sub to Barley right there. Gift sub number 1047 in the channel. I appreciate the heck out of that, Emperor. Thank you so much for that. Barley, your internet hiccup, wonderful timing right there. I was just asking, how the heck are you doing? How has everything been? And I hope you are doing well. Also, to anybody in here that isn't following Barley, you should. He is a fantastic streamer, plays a lot of horror games, also has an amazing community, and in general, just a really cool dude to chat with for a while. So make sure you click that link, give him a follow, check him out next time he's live. If you haven't already, you're in for a good time over there. He's good people. Good people. Alright, so does this book work is the next question. No. I was hoping we were going to find a crystal inside one of these. Not seeing one though. Addicted to Elden Ring, you and everybody else in the world, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let's see, let me get caught up right there. Punisher, you feel better after the nap? Excellent, excellent. No, follow Shade instead, much superior. Actually, his streams, I've seen you streaming sometimes. I imagine you got a lot of shit going on because, number one, the pandemic has made everyone's life miserable. And number two, you're a busy man, I know this. So, in case you decide to go back to regular, it's a good reason to follow you. And if you don't go back to regular following, well, that just means that your streams will be special occasions whenever they happen. And the only way you're going to find them is if people are following you. So I maintain, click that link, give Barley a follow. He's good people. The 233rd age is really, really dark. That's possible too, I suppose. Holy shit, Barley, you're actually approaching NG2? I think you're the first person I've heard of that's actually beaten the game. All the other people I know that are playing it are still working their way through their first playthrough. That's intense. That is intense. Just bad at taking compliments, believe me, Barley. I know the exact same thing. Like my just knee-jerk reaction of, no. I'm trying to get better at that. It's tricky. It's tricky. Let's see. A Cole again forgot to write his son. It would be frozen and nightmarish. Holy shit. Flashlights went out of fashion in the 198th age. Alright, so we're going to need a crystal if we're going to be able to work on any of these, but I'm wondering if a crystal might be inside one of these. That seems possible. Now, what is this? Hello? Well, this seems spooky. Another elevator. I'm paying attention, Ren. I'm paying attention. Ooh. Alright, room with a view. Gotcha. Oh, Ren! I was actually going to say, if that wasn't what you were going to do, I was going to spring that on you. So, hey, if anybody in here isn't following other Rin, watch this. She's going to show how to take compliments correctly. Make sure you follow her example exactly, because this is going to be the blueprint. Rin right here is one of my favorite streamers on the site. She is a fantastic streamer and just a great person overall. Plays a lot of really cool indie games, a lot of really interesting stuff you don't see a lot of other places on Twitch. Recently she's been playing Wildermyth, which is a really cool, sort of tactical RPG that writes the story as you go along based on the characters you bring and the decisions you make. I've never seen anything like it. It's really wild. She also plays some shorter stuff in there to mix things up. She's planning on doing some Lego and nanoblock streams, build-alongs in the future, as well as some other cool stuff I've heard about. So make sure, if you're not already following her, click that link, give her a follow, check her out next time she's live. You're going to have a blast over there. You'll probably see me over there as well. I love hanging out there. So please do the thing. Also, Geek Boy, welcome in. How are you doing today, Geek Boy? Has great camera angles as well. Can confirm that. Rin with the confetti cannon as well. That's next level. I hadn't even thought of that. Kicking it up, that's awesome. Turk, remember, compliments are gifts, even if you don't know what to do with them. Graciously to say thank you as a reply. Like gifts, it's the thought that counts, I think. I think that's important to consider as well. You know, because with a gift, if somebody gives you a crappy gift, or it's a gift that you don't like, but they really tried hard to get it for you and they really want you to be happy, you say thank you because you appreciate somebody trying to make you happy. That's the way I think of it. That's the way I'm thinking of it right there. Let's see. I suppose that looks like the correct way to... Like I said, Barley, I'm not the one to be throwing rocks in this glass house. It's something I struggle with as well. It's true. Alright, so what is... Hey! Ooh, alright. We closed that ring there. I think that's going to be important. I think that is definitely something we're going to need for later on, because we weren't able to figure out what was going on over there. So I think we just solved a bit of a puzzle right there. I don't agree at all, but thanks. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, at the end of the day, it's one man's opinion. So you don't have to agree with me, but that is my opinion right there. I'll say that. No worries, Barley. No worries. Glad to see you in here, and I'm glad you're doing good. Always good to hear that. Like I said, I know you're a busy man, but it's good to hear you're doing all right. I always worry about folks, basically anybody that I don't see in here after a while. I worry about folks. I worry about folks. All right, so I think that was all we need to do there. I think we need to close that platform, in which case, mission accomplished. That's cool. Let's see. Like Shane brings us Advent Rising, I'm so sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, because I'm glad I was able to show you Advent Rising. Because now that you folks have seen Advent Rising, you never need to play it for yourself. Because for the love of God, don't play Advent Rising. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Also, hang on, I saw something back here. I want to see if I can get a better view of it. There! There's another door right there with some stairs leading to it. Oh no, because we've been there before. That's the lower level of the village. Right. Alright, cool. So I think we've actually done everything we need to do on this level now. I think we're good here. All we need to do up there is, I think, just close the shutter for right now, so we're good there. You did get Goldblum, that's true. Thank you for Goldblum. You are welcome for Goldblum, Emperor. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, basically, let's see. The Myst series has always been super cool to me, but I still haven't played a single one. They are very challenging. They are quite challenging, I will say that. So, like, there's a lot of cool point and clicks, and there's a lot of chill point and clicks, but this point and click has no chill. So if you plan to play the Myst games, understand they have zero chill. I hear you need to have a pen and paper, Barley. Barley, it's been a busy night. It has been a busy night. Those are all notes that I took for this game. Those are not notes for funsies. Those were notes I absolutely needed to solve some puzzles. So yeah, can confirm. Pen and paper. 100% absolutely no screwed around. Alright, so... Oh, I was gonna say, where did that guy who ran away from us go? Well, if there was the mouth of the monster there, he could have gotten back to the village. So it's possible there's somebody back in the village now. I want to just head back to the village, then? I think I want to head back to the village, then, yeah. I don't know if we're going to be able to run into that guy that was running away from us, but we've got a lot more information than we had last time we were in the village. So I think it's time to explore around there a little bit. Let's go ahead and open this up again. That'll be an interesting shortcut back to Gen's lab, should we need to there. Fisticuff's time, hopefully he doesn't want to fight. Oh, hoping. I mean, if he wants to, I am going to kick his ass. I will absolutely... What? Hello? Ball child? What the shit? What? Hello? The hell did that kid go? I respect that though. I love a good puzzle game. I think that was a toddler? What the hell? Where did that kid go? I have no idea. Kid just sort of disappeared. What is this? Ooh, secret passageway. Alright, so we found another noise there. Let's see, what number is this? That's what, 4? I think? We double check. Yeah, it's 4. Kind of like a goat? Kind of like a goat type noise. That's interesting. Turtark, you got a hint? What are you thinking? That's interesting. I didn't find this place before. Very interesting. Got to recreate the Voynich manuscript? Oh god. That's some complexity there. The heck did that kid go? Have all the eyes on the orbs been the same shape? Oh god. I don't know. That is a good question. I didn't even consider that. Oh, that is a deep question. If they are not, then I have missed some considerable things. Let's just say that much. All right, hang on. I want to go back to the village proper. Maybe that's where the kid ran to. Anybody home? Shoot. No, nothing appears to have changed here. Well, head over this way then. And nothing appears to be different over here either. Well, shoot. Thought I'd be able to find where that kid ran off to, but I'm not seeing anything. Alright. Well, my boat's still right over there, too. My craft. How to get over there? I'll probably want to go over there if I need to get in the boat, which I think I do, because we need to head back to that tower again. You missed something? Oh, God. For right now, let me go ahead and save... let's call this village. And I think this is probably where we're going to want to stop for the day. So we have made a ton of progress today. Absolutely a ton. We reverse engineered a base 25 numerical system. That's one of the most insane things I've ever done in a video game. Holy shit. We found a couple new islands, I think. Decipher the code to get to Gen's linking book, although we don't have what we need to power them yet. So yeah, this is gone places, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to beat the game tomorrow at this point, because I feel like we've still got a good chunk to do, but progress is being made. Progress is being made. Next time you give someone your phone number, give them that using that numbering system. Oh god. I mean, you know, if they actually give you a call, then they're a real one. So there is that as an advantage. So thank you everybody for being here today. Thank you very much for sitting with me through just an ocean of math bullshit. I appreciate that. Now you know the kind of things I like in video games. I hope you'll join me tomorrow, because we're going to be picking up right where we left off tomorrow, and I don't even know where we're going now, but we'll see if we can find out. So, we're going to call it right here, but it is that time again, Emperor. However, if you folks have a minute to spare before we call it quits for the day, I would appreciate that, because let's see who all else is online. So if you're not done watching Twitch, maybe I can send you over somewhere cool. I would like doing that. So make sure to hit follow if you haven't already. That will be the quickest way to find me tomorrow or at any point in the future if you'd like to come back. I would love to have you there. And while I'm looking to see who all is live right now, there are some links in chat you might want to check out if you haven't seen them already. We got a link to my Twitter if you want to see what I'm up to outside of the stream. We have a link to my YouTube if you would like to see any of the videos I've played in the past, or if you'd like to just get caught up on Myst. It is going to be challenging. And we have a link to my Discord if you'd like to chat with myself or the rest of the community outside of the stream. We would love to have you there, so feel free to join me in there. And where are we going today? You know, I don't know how we cannot go to this stream, because we've got a streamer that I like very much playing one of the worst games ever made, and that's hilarious. That's friggin' hilarious. Let's go over there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would love it if you join me as we raid none other than Grunt Guru. He's a fantastic streamer, plays a lot of really obscure indie games, often really challenging stuff, and otherwise just hilarious guy with a great community. And today, he's playing Legend of Zelda Wand of Gamelon, one of the CDI Legend of Zeldas. I don't know why literally anyone would subject themselves to that kind of abject torture, but here we are. So why don't you come along with me over to Grunt Guru's stream, say hi to Grunt, hang out for a bit, throw him a follow if you like the fact that he has more resiliency than any human being I can even imagine would have. But if you got other things to do, I will just say as I always do, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world, and I will see you folks tomorrow for yet more Riven. Take care of yourselves till then, everybody.